Welcome to Raaonline. Today we will discuss about the ureter. So competency of today's topic will be describe and demonstrate major viscera of abdomen under the following headings. So anatomical position, internal and external features, important peritoneal and other relations of that viscera, blood supply and nerve supply of the structure, lymphatic drainage and applied aspects. So today under this viscera we are going to discuss the ureter. So already you have finished with the kidney and urinary bladder. Today we are going to discuss the ureter, which is a thick muscular tube going to connect the kidney and the urinary bladder. So it is going to convey the urine from the kidneys to urinary bladder. That is this ureter. So this extends from pelviureteric junction. So this is the renal pelvis. So it starts from the pelviureteric junction and going to end in the urinary bladder. So the length of ureter is 25 to 30 centimeters and the diameter is 3 millimeter. So here the diameter bears the clinical importance. So if any stone, the ureteric stones which measures more than 3 millimeter will be dangerous, will be occluding the lumen of the ureter, producing the colicky pain. That's why you have to know the diameter of the ureter. So the diameter of the ureter is 3 millimeter. And the upper half of, I told it measures roughly 25 to 30 centimeters in length. The upper half of ureter lies in the posterior abdominal wall. That is, the upper half is present in the abdomen. The lower half of the ureter lies in the pelvis, the true pelvis. So the ureter is going to have two parts. Upper part is present in the abdomen. So that part is abdominal part of ureter. And the lower part is present in the pelvis. And then that part is known as pelvic part of ureter. So we are going to discuss the course and relation of the ureter in the two parts. So what are the course and relations of the abdominal part, the course and relation of the pelvic part of ureter. Now we are first going to discuss about the abdominal part of ureter. So roughly I told the two halves, the abdominal part will be out of 30 centimeter, the 15 centimeter will be abdominal part and rest of the 15 centimeter will be pelvic part. Okay. So abdominal part, the course if you see, it runs downwards with a slight medial inclination. See, if you see here, the abdominal part runs downwards. We all know it runs downwards, but a slight medial inclination. And this abdominal part of ureter is going to lie behind the parietal peritoneum of posterior abdominal wall. So this ureter, if you see the posterior abdominal wall, you do not see this ureter, because it will be covered by peritoneum, the parietal peritoneum of posterior abdominal wall. So once you remove this peritoneum, you can see this ureter. Okay. And this abdominal part going to enter into the pelvis at the pelvic brim. So this at the pelvic brim, it is going to cross an artery, that is the external iliac artery, and then it comes to lie in the lateral pelvic wall of the pelvis. So this is about the course of abdominal part and where it is going to enter into the pelvis. Now coming to the relations of the abdominal part of ureter. So we have right ureter, left ureter. Okay. So the right and left ureter going to have a different anterior relation, like relations of the kidney, relations of the suprarenal gland will have a different relation. On the right side we have some other viscera, on the left side we have some other viscera. Okay. So if we see the relation, anterior relations of the right ureter from above downwards, the whole ureter will be covered by parietal peritoneum, as I told you earlier. Then we have, see, this structure is duodenum. So the second and third part of duodenum will be related anteriorly. Then we have the gonadal vessels. See, this structure is the right gonadal vessels. So in the case of males, we have the testicular artery In the case of female, we have ovarian artery. So, the right gonadal vessels will be crossing the ureter anteriorly. Then on the right side, we have the branches of superior mesenteric artery, that is right colic artery. See, you can see here right colic artery, then iliocolic artery. These two are branches of superior mesenteric artery. And then the ureter, right ureter is crossed anteriorly by the root of mesentery. You can see here, this is the root of mesentery. And the coils of ileum will be related anteriorly to the right ureter. So, these are the relations of the right ureter from above downwards. So, the second and third part of duodenum, right gonadal vessels, the right colic and iliocolic branches of superior mesenteric artery, the root of the mesentery and coils of ileum. Okay. So, if you practice this picture, you can easily understand the relations, anterior relations of the right ureter and abdominal part.